Where am I?
I don't know if you knew, but I always had a hard time at school. You were pretty much the only guy who was kind to me. I never said it, but I really want to thank you for making my life a little bit more bearable.
I want to know just what in the fuck is going on here. Am I going insane? Shit.
From what I can tell, Simon is a deeply disturbed individual who had mental problems even prior to the accident.
Finally home. I hope Mom's okay. Everything's just fucked.
Indie horror has came a long way from what it used to be. From low-budget experiences to genre-defying games. One title I wanted to talk about today released quietly in 2012. And to me, it never got the full recognition it deserved. But before we talk about our main topic, let's talk about its origins and how it impacted its development. Released in 2005, a conversion mod for the original Half-Life 1 came out called Afraid of Monsters. It was the brainchild of a Mr. Ron Berg, the lead mind behind Psychic Scholar, the development studio behind Cry of Fear. The game dropped you in the shoes of David, a drug addict who finds himself trapped in a nightmare where reality and horror is razor thin. It wasn't polished, but it tapped into something primal, and it was a cult success in the modding community. And if you haven't played it, please try it out. But besides that, there were other mods made in the Half-Life community that you would probably recognize if you were watching this video. I'll give you a hint which one it is.
The Phantom, exterior like fish eggs, interior like suicide wrist rags. I could exercise you, this could be your phys ed. Cheat on your man, homie. I tried to sneak through the door, man. Can't make it, the shit's stuck. Out of my way, son! Door stuck! Door stuck! Please! I beg you! We're dead! You're a genuine dick sucker!
Cry of Fear follows a man named Simon who wakes up from a car accident alone in an alleyway, but the city feels off. There's nobody around, and it feels empty. And in my opinion, I think that's the best thing that the game does best. The atmosphere of the empty streets, even in the beginning of the game when no one's around, there's no enemies, there's no civilians, no friendly faces. You just feel alone. But the deeper you go, the less you trust what you're seeing. See, Cry of Fear doesn't just scare you. It makes you question reality itself. But see, Cry of Fear isn't like other horror games. Where most horror games give you power, Cry of Fear takes it away from you. You can only carry 6 items at most. You need a flashlight? That's 1 slot taken up. Can't pick up a medkit? Gotta drop a key item first. Just like a survival horror should be, it forces you to make tough decisions in the moment, like Resident Evil. You are vulnerable and you feel it all the way throughout the entire game. And I know that doesn't sound too unique by the way that I say it, but trust me when I say that the inventory system actually matters in this game. You are vulnerable. You are a human. You can only carry so many items. And I like that feeling of being able to get scared of not having the right items on me. It makes me reminisce about those times where I used to play Resident Evil or Silent Hill all the time when I was a child, and I used to get scared of that type of thing as well. And that's what Cry of Fear does best, in my opinion, is putting you in stressful situations, especially in long corridors or hallways that are dark, and you can barely see anything. For how much I'm actually giving it praise so far, you would be surprised that when it came out, critics didn't flood it. Steam barely promoted it, and people who did play it didn't really remember it so well. But people who were in the horror community recognized it for what it was trying to do and how amazing it was. The game came out in a very unique time on the internet. People know it as the Let's Play era. Watching players screaming in the dark, missing shots, and getting jump scared around corridors, it helped make the game unique and have a cult following. This was during the time frame when Outlast and Amnesia were hitting it big on the internet. And just to show you what I mean, if you didn't watch YouTube around that time, let me just show you some clips from Markiplier.
Whew. Oh, why's it gotta be so far away? Oh, man. Come on. Ah! Like a little kid! Oh! What is wrong with your face? Ah! Back off! Ah! Ah! Oh! You want some, little kid? Ah! Oh! What? Oh, what?
Not gonna lie, that actually makes me feel really old when that came out. I was like 12 or 11 when you started streaming this game, and not gonna lie, it terrified me. But at its core, though, Cry of Fear has always been about isolation and mental illness and pain and horrifying ways our mind can be left unchecked. It's not subtle, but let's be honest, it doesn't romanticize trauma. It confronts it, and for a lot of people, it hits close to home. Especially if you suffer from things like depression, trauma, thoughts of sewer slide, since we can't really say that on YouTube. And trust me, it actually hits home a lot with a lot of people. But Cry of Fear wasn't just another game that came out in 2010 or 2012 that was trying to be edgy or tell an edgy story. Cry of Fear was a personal story for people who suffer from traumatic events or depression, and it really moved the storytelling a lot. And it changed indie gaming forever when it released. This game is free to play on Steam. You can go and download it from Steam right now. You'll get the full experience, the co-op campaigns, the little add-ons that they've added after patches. You can experience the game right now for free. And trust me, you would want to play it. It's terrifying, it's loving, it's horrifying, but at its most, it's personal, and it can get personal for a lot of people who, just like me, suffer from mental illnesses. And I will have to say before recommending this game, if you do have a tendency to take things like fiction out of context for things about your mental health illness, I would just say, instead of playing the game, definitely seek help. And I'm trying to say that in a professional manner so YouTube doesn't say anything. And for those who are wondering, no, I'm not going to spoil the story or anything in this mini review / retrospective, because I want you guys to experience the full story. You can go play it for free on Steam. It's free to download. And plus, I would love for you guys to see the game handheld that's built by a passionate team of developers who wanted to push a kind of personal story that is told through an aging engine. And I know I'm making fun of Valve for saying that because they haven't really changed their engine in years. But I really mean it when I say it. This game was ahead of its time. It's a beautiful world. Sweden is such a beautiful location for a horror game inspired by games like Silent Hill and Resident Evil and your Outlast and Amnesia. I can definitely see the Amnesia aspects into it. And I know you guys are going to ask this, but Red Save Point, how does Cry of Fear change indie gaming forever? Well, like I said, when it first came out, it was huge in the horror community. It broke records so much on YouTube, and a lot of people don't give it enough credit. I feel like without this game, we wouldn't have amazing games like Amnesia or Outlast or things like Faith, the Unholy Trinity. It's an amazing game, and I definitely see why people inspired their work off of Cry of Fear. I have heard recently that there has been a remake in production, and I can't wait to see if the remake does well, and if it's canceled, then, we can still play the original game. Cry of Fear is horror distilled to its purest form. It's a game that doesn't just scare you, it haunts you with its mental illness statements. And the moment that the credits roll, it will stay with you for a long time. And I can't wait to explore more of this game after I get done with it. This game has numerous new Game Plus modes. I mean, a fuck ton. I mean, more than Resident Evil or Silent Hill combined. You can unlock so many rewards from playing it. And I feel like a lot of indie horror games need to start doing that. But besides that, as we end the video, I wanted to thank the people who are watching, who enjoy this retrospective and want more videos like this on horror, hidden gems, and other types of videos. People have recommended me to do a video on Cry of Fear for the past 2 weeks, and I can definitely see why they wanted me to. It's a beautiful game, and I definitely recommend it, but not for people who have a sensitive heart or definitely have issues, especially with their mental health, extreme mental health issues anyway. But I wanted to say thank you for my community who have been supporting me and giving me recommendations on what kind of games and videos you want me to play or make retrospectives of. It really means the world to me, and I can't wait to see you guys give me more recommendations. But as again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next nightmare. Goodbye.